Levan Zaur just put out a training video in which he revealed some of his current best lifts in the prep for Devon. Levan hit 2 lifts that I think are pretty notable. Firstly, Levan hit a 250 kilogram bench press. Now, we've talked on this channel before about how the efficacy of bench press for arm wrestling is highly disputed, but Levan has specifically talked about his use for the bench press in his arm wrestling training. What I understand Levan to be saying is that he uses the bench press as a universal gauge for his strength. He doesn't say that it has a direct carryover to the table. He's simply saying that if he can match his PR on his bench press, that is a pretty good general indicator that his overall strength is right around its max as well. So that's why Levan's bench press is notable in this video. Doesn't tell us a ton about arm wrestling, but it tells us that in general, he's strong right now. He manages 250 kilograms and makes it look pretty easy. I've seen a video out there somewhere of Levan benching what is listed as 260 kilograms, but this lift looked easier to me, so I'm thinking that Levan's overall strength is right about where it should be. Now, moving on to what anyone cares about, the curls. Levan lifted 130 kilograms for 6 reps. Now, initially, this wasn't very impressive to me. Levan has curled 165 kilos for 3 reps in the past, so I was a bit disappointed by this lift at first. But we have to take into consideration the setup that Levan is using. Arm wrestlers know how annoying it can be to try to do curls with that wider, more supinated grip. As you lower the weight, it feels like your wrist is about to blow up, so even if it isn't technically that much harder, it sure feels like it is because it just hurts so bad. So especially for arm wrestlers, there must be a distinction made between the close grip, more pronated curl and the wide grip, more supinated curl. And to my surprise, on this exact bar with this exact more supinated wide grip setup, I think this might be a PR for Levan. I just assumed he had done more than this in the past, but I searched for videos of Levan curling 130 kilos for reps, and the best result I found with this same setup was him lifting 130 kilos for 5 reps. So this could indicate that Levan's elbow flexor is at the highest level it's ever been. Now, I still have to think that Levan's 165 kilos for 3 is a lot more impressive than this lift because the jump in weight is just so significant. However, if the wide grip is really that much harder for him, it could indicate a higher level of his elbow flexor even if the lift seems less impressive. So, whether or not Levan's elbow flexor is at its absolute peak, I think it is at least on par with where it normally is, the level that we would expect to see from Levan. And we still don't have a wrist training video from Levan, but as I've said in some other videos, I honestly do prefer this because of the mystery it adds to this match. Now, there is one more thing that still needs to be mentioned, and that is the time frame of this video. Someone like Devon tends to just record a video on his potato phone and then upload it instantly. So if you see a video from Devon, he might have filmed it 10 minutes ago. But this is normally not the case with Levan. We are now around 6 weeks out from the match date, but Levan may have done this lift 2 weeks prior to that. And perhaps he is still going to move up in weight and continue to hit PRs after whenever this was filmed. So overall, great lifts here from Levan, and he really is looking pretty huge right now. I think we might just see the biggest Levan we've ever seen come match day, but we'll have to wait another 6 weeks to see whether or not that translates to the table.